Hey everybody, and welcome to this video about how we can take an HTML and CSS template and input it into Concrete5 CMS and make it editable in there. This is going to be a rather simple HTML and CSS template so that we can get a start on this. So I'm not going to go into details about how we can make a multi-page setup. Maybe this will come in another video. But for now, we're gonna, I have MAMP running. You can see here Apache is running and MySQL is running. This is very nice. We will get a theme from this site here called One Page Lab. And this is free themes, most of them. And I just picked a random one, this one here. And we can see this is very simple. We got an image, we got some text over here, and this is only one page with some CSS of course in there, and we can download this theme over here. So I'm gonna click on that. Oh, we got a commercial. This is kind of CCA license, so it means that we need to have the footer credit there, but this doesn't really matter as long as this is just a testing. So now we can see we got the split zip file downloaded. So I'm gonna open that up here, and we got the folder in there. We can see initially we got a lot of stuff in here, but I will try to minimize this as much as we can. First of all, I'm gonna copy this folder called split, and then we need to go to our folder where Concrete5 is installed. We can see here MAMP and htdocs. C5, this is my Concrete5 installation folder. And we got application, concrete, packages, and updates. And we need to go into applications and themes. So we're gonna put it in there. Nice and easy. And so now we can see here, we have several index files. We got index, we got a video, we got a YouTube index. We don't really need all of those. So I'm gonna delete these index files that we don't need. And the readmes, we don't need. So we'll delete this one. Very good. We got a video with the background. We don't really need this for this theme to work. So I'm gonna remove that as well. Images. We got a favy icon up in the for the browser, and we have a background and some other images. These are okay. We got some assets. We got CSS. This is very nice. Split.css file. We're gonna need that. We have some SES files, and we don't really need them for this experiment. So I'm gonna remove this folder there, and I'm gonna actually copy the CSS out here. So we just got CSS, images, and index, and asset is an empty one now, so we can remove that one. Okay, so we have index, we have CSS, and images. Very nice. If we take a look at how this looks in Chrome, we can open it up here. And we can see that we got some content, but it's not really looking so nice. And the reason is that we moved the CSS folder outside of the assets. So probably we got a style sheet that is referencing the wrong file. First, I'm gonna open up. We got Visual Studio Code on here, and I'm gonna go into my C5 directory, application and themes, and we get split here. Let's select that one here. All right, so we got the index file, we got the CSS, we got the images. You can see here that the reason why the CSS is failing is because we got this href here. It says assets CSS split, and we need to remove this assets because we moved the CSS outside. So we're going to save this one here and refresh our. Took it away. Let's open it up again. So now we can see we got some CSS working. This is very nice. Now we're needing this image here. And this is probably also something to do with our moving around. If we go inside the CSS, we can see here that we can scroll down a bit. We can see here we got a background image that is referencing images in background, and it's going backwards in the hierarchy twice. We only need to do this once right now. So I'm going to save this and refresh it. So now we can see we got a nice theme here, a nice minimalistic HTML and CSS theme with the image and some text here. And this is running just in HTML. We haven't done anything relating to Concrete5 yet, other than copying it into the directory. Okay, so now we need to make this editable. But we got the theme. Clean up here a little bit. We got the theme inside Concrete5. But we can see from here that all the information is hard-coded. We have some hard-coded stuff here, the description. We got all the different links are also hard-coded using on lists. So we can't change this right now. The first thing we need to do is that we need to log into Concrete5, and I have one site over here. This is the basic theme that comes with Concrete5, and it's called Elemental, and we can see over here in the upper right corner we have some settings for the CMS, and pages and themes is where all the fun starts. So I'm going to click on that, and we can see we already got something down here. You can see we got this Elemental theme. This is very nice. This is installed, and we have a new theme available to install, but it has no name, it has no description. So we're going to fix that. So the first thing we need in order to have a theme in Concrete5 is that we need to make a new text file called this description.txt. And I'm going to go into code again. I'm going to make a new file. And basically we just need to make 2 lines here. The theme was called, it's called split. So we're going to call it split. And then we need a description. I think we had one in the file up here. Yep. Split is a centrally divided layout for professional online presence along with. So we're going to take that one and put it into our new file. Alright. Let's save that as description.txt. Alright, so we got a new file over here. And if we refresh Concrete5 now, we can see here that Concrete5 has detected that we put in a description file, the name and the description, and we can install this CMS right now if we wanted to. We have to make one change to make it all work, to make Concrete5 actually detect this theme. We need to rename this index.html file, because this is called HTML, and it means that we cannot put any, we need to put some PHP tags in here to make this theme work inside Concrete5. So I'm gonna rename this, right clicking and rename, and we're gonna rename this to default.php. The reason why we are naming this default.php is because this is the default template in Concrete5. You can have many different templates in Concrete5. You can have a left sidebar, a right sidebar, a full template, many different templates. In this little video, we're just going to have a default. This is a simple theme with just one layout, a one page, so we don't really need all of those templates. So I'm going to rename this to default. And if we head back to Concrete5, we can now install this theme. We click install, and now we can see if Concrete5 would allow us to. Theme installed, and it has detected that we created this default.php template, and you can also see it marks this as the default template. This file will automatically be used for pages without a template. Okay, very nice. So we're gonna head back to themes, and now we need to activate it because Elemental is still the activated theme, so we need to activate this split here. Apply this theme to every page on your site. Yes, we will. So let's see what happens. So now the theme is activated, and we should go into I want to open up a different browser, because if I open up a new tab, Chrome is going to detect that I'm logged into this CMS. So I'm going to open up Edge just to have a totally different browser, and I'm going to navigate to localhost C5 just to have a view of how this looks. Okay, so we got some content, but it is looking rather poor. We got some issues with the CSS. And this is totally normal. This is because we've been importing it into Concrete5, and we need to make some changes to this to the CSS. The first thing that we need to do is that we need to we got the CSS right here, and we need to put in some PHP stuff. Nice PHP here, and we're gonna type in get theme path. Alright, so we should be view get theme path. So we are putting in some PHP code here that will give us the absolute theme path, and this is necessary because we are inside the CMS now. We're inside application themes split, so we need this function here will give us the absolute path to the CSS file, depending on where we are on our website. So this is going to ensure that the CSS will always be linked the correct way. Okay, let's try to save this and go back into Edge. So now we can see we have actually some a website working now. Inside Concrete5, we still don't have anything editable, but we can still see the website using the CSS. So this is very nice. One more thing is also that if you noticed before, if we go back to Chrome, that when we are in Concrete5, we have this very nice header bar that we can use to operate inside Concrete5. And we don't really have that right now. We don't have any header bar. So we need to put that to get that header bar. And we need to put some code up here in head. Now type in PHP echo elements and then header required. Semicolon. Just copy this line of code here, because it's going to look much like when we put it in the footer part. We need to put this same code in the bottom of the page. and then we need to type in a footer instead. Footer required. Okay, so let's head back to Edge and type in this here. And we are not logged in at the moment, therefore we can't see the header bar. But if I type in index.php/login, we can log into the system. Let's see if we can log into Concrete. Seems like it worked. So now we got this header bar in on our web page. This is very nice. This is the first steps of getting our web page to actually work inside the CMS. We can go to the settings as we did in Chrome. There is still one thing also that is missing, because we can see that when we open the settings and this menu slides in, the website doesn't follow the menu. So right now the menu is overlapping some of the content in the website, and this is not so nice, because maybe we need to change some of the content behind here. A way to fix this is that we can go up here. We need to put a div block around the content of this website. So I'm going to type div class right here, and then we need to put in some PHP code in here. I'm going to type C and get page wrapper class. And then we need to close this div in the bottom. Let's close it here. Save it. And let's refresh this again to see how it looks. Not really much change, but let's see here if we can. Now you can see that the web page follows the menu and slides in, and now we can see the whole website. We have a view of the whole website, so we can change everything. And it should do the same thing over here on the left side. If I want to add some content, yeah, slides in from the left. Very nice. Let's close this one again. All right, so we got our header working, and this is very nice. We can see the web page is sliding very nice with the menu. Now for the content, we still have a lot of static information on our website. We have the title that is static. We have the description, if you could call that, which is static. We also have all of our links that are static. I'm gonna try this description here and make this editable in Concrete. So we need to head back into our PHP file, and we need, first I'm going to outcomment this description here. So now we need to put in an area, and an area inside Concrete5 is basically a place where you can put some content. You can put in text, you can put images, you can put in a navigation bar. There are many different blocks that you can put inside an area. The way we do this is that we create an area like this, and I need to provide a name for this area. So I'm going to type in description. I think this is a very nice name for what it's actually doing. And then we need to display our new area. Okay, so these 2 lines of code are going to make an area, they should be, inside Concrete. So if we head back to our website, we can see here nothing really happens, but if I go up here in the upper left corner and click on edit this page, I'm putting Concrete inside edit mode now. And we can see we got this empty description area, and this is ready now for so that I can put in any block actually. And we have a lot of blocks inside Concrete5. I'm just going to go for a basic content that we can use for text. So I'm going to drag this over here inside this area. So now we can put in some text, and we're kind of lazy, so I'm gonna copy this lorem ipsum text that we had previously and put it inside of our area here. Let's save this, and we can see that the text is in here. We got some links inside the text that are written in pure HTML, and I don't think that looks very nice. So let's just handle them. So we're gonna click on our block again and edit block, and then we're just gonna take each of these and handle it. You can see we got different options here to format our text. We have bold, italic, and underscore, and we can make tables, and we can make links. And for this, I'm just gonna make it a little bit nicer so it looks like a real link. And I'm just gonna make a little hashtag. All right. So we can see here. Oh, this is now a link. And we got one here also. Let's copy this one. Also, we make a hashtag for this one here. Yep. And the last one. All right, so now we got everybody, and if we save this, you can see here that we actually have some links now inside here. And if we go inside Edge again and we log out, so we can see how this is actually looking from a real browser. We can see we don't have our text here. So why is that? The reason is that we've made all the necessary changes in here, but we have not published our changes. So we're still in edit mode, and the way we publish things is that we exit this edit mode, click here, and now you can see that we can publish our changes, and we can put some comments here. The reason why it says version comments is because Concrete5 actually keeps track of all the different versions you make inside of this website. So if you make a mistake, you can go back. And this is very, very nice, because usually you do make a mistake sometime. I'm just going to put in here initial setup, because we are kind of setting up this website inside Concrete. So initial setup and publish changes. So now our changes should be made. We can see our links here. And if we go to Edge and watch it outside, we're not logged in. We can see here, this is our page, and we got the links there. Very nice. Of course, this is the only piece right now that is actually editable from within Concrete5. The rest is still static, but you get the concept of how you can change, how you can make these areas. So basically, we just put in some PHP tags, and we put in an area. We We made the website nice and easy to fit our menus when we are editing inside Concrete. The website is going to slide in. We put in some PHP code to actually give us the correct URL for our CSS. And we put in the header in Concrete so that when we got this nice header bar and the page is gonna adapt to it. All right, people, thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.